My wife keeps on feeding our newborn solid food and refuses to take the advice of the doctor because she knew best. We rushed our baby to the hospital and found out that my wife and I have a 2-month-old daughter. She's been feeding our baby mashed potatoes, applesauce, sweet tea, assorted fruit juices, and other things for the past month. The last time we went to the doctor, our pediatrician told us not to give her anything but formula until she was 4 to 6 months old. My wife does not care and says she knows best for our child, and our doctor isn't the parent. She's always been hard-headed. There was a time when I got hospitalized, and the doctor prescribed me a specific medication, but my wife insisted on treating me with home remedies instead. As a result, my condition worsened, and I had to spend even more time in the hospital to recover. Now, our daughter is always constipated and screams for hours at night that my wife says is colic. I've asked her numerous times to stop feeding our infant table food and go back to giving her formula. She only feeds her 1 or 2 bottles of formula while I'm at work. The other morning, she was cooking scrambled eggs and oatmeal, and I was off work, so I started to make our daughter a bottle and feed her, but she stopped me. She told me not to fill her up with that and wanted her to eat oatmeal first. I fed her the bottle anyway after a huge argument. Well, the baby had a doctor's appointment. The baby is 8 pounds, and my wife was talking about the colic and screaming fits. When the doctor asked what she was feeding her, she only said formula and nothing else. I was angry because she lied, and I told the pediatrician everything she had been giving my daughter. The doctor was appalled. He strongly recommended she stop and that she was causing stomach upset and more than likely the reason for all her stomach issues. She did not say a word to the doctor after that. Instead of apologizing, my wife is mad at me and told me I ratted her out to the doctor, that she doesn't have to listen to her, that it's only a recommendation, and that I made her look like a bad parent. I tell her what a selfish little twat she was being, and now she wants me to stay with my parents until she forgives me. Update. As my wife and I kept fighting, our baby girl got sicker. Even though the doctor said not to, my wife kept feeding her solid food like mashed potatoes and applesauce. One night, our baby cried so much that I rushed her to the hospital. The doctor said her tummy was messed up from the wrong food. In the hospital, I argued with my wife about how she wouldn't listen to the doctor. She cried, realizing how bad things had gotten, and weeks passed as we watched our baby fight to get better. Meanwhile, my wife's parents were furious at her for not listening to the doctor. They kept calling and blaming her, making everything even more stressful. Finally, the doctor said she could go home 2 weeks later. When we got home, my wife hugged me and said sorry. She promised never to ignore the doctor's advice again and agreed to go to therapy. I just hope she learned her lesson.